and welcome back to my channel. I'm starting this video a little bit late in the day. It's almost like 2 o'clock, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm about to eat my meal. I'm making it right back here. A lot of questions you guys have been asking me about like what I've been eating. I have a random chair on my counter. So let me just explain this for a second. I got this super cute chair from Urban Outfitters, but you have to put it together yourself. And basically I got 2 screws in and I'm struggling, like it doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't line up. I know what I'm doing, you guys, I promise. Anyways, I gotta figure this out tonight because this chair is super cute. It's like a red blushy velvet color from Urban Outfitters. Anyways, that is besides the point. A lot of you guys have been asking me what I've been eating since I cut eggs and dairy-ish out of my diet. I say ish lightly because I'm still incorporating Greek yogurt from time to time, but I am officially egg-free and egg white-free, and it has been quite the challenge, I'm not gonna lie. By the time you guys are seeing this video, I've already put another video up explaining everything. So basically, my carbs are a lot higher now, my protein's a little bit lower, my fats are where they typically would be, and I'm just having to relearn foods to eat that have protein in them because I no longer eat eggs, I don't eat egg whites, and I'm doing that for health reasons. So please don't say, why did you cut this food group out if you don't need to? I need to. My body is not liking those foods at all. I guess I just felt the need to tell you guys all this because I am cooking my food right now. I eat a lot of Ezekiel bread, a lot of Ezekiel bread, a lot of fruits, avocado, I love avocado, peanut butter, which I've actually kind of ixnayed out of my diet right now because I'm prepping, and peanut butter, I'm not going to lie, is one of those things that I literally have no willpower with, absolutely none. Not only that, but sometimes I'll eat peanut butter and it just doesn't sit right with my stomach. Like, I don't know if it's just the peanuts or what it is. Anyways, lots of avocado, olive oils, yogurts. I'm still eating Greek yogurt because it hasn't been bothering my stomach at all. However, if the dairy starts to bother me too, then we will be dairy-free officially. That's the only dairy that I have in my diet, which is why I very, very lightly say I'm going vegan, because everything else that I do is vegan. Everything else that I consume is vegan except the Fahe Greek yogurt. So no, I am not a vegan, but I am very much so working my way towards that slowly and surely. If you are a vegan and you have protein tips, your girl needs them because I am just really struggling. Time to eat and then I'm gonna film. All right guys, so if you know me and you've been following my journey, or maybe you know my journey, then you know that my journey has been, how many times can you say journey in one sentence, Brittany? Then you know my journey and my story has been everything but ideal, basically. I've had a lot of highs and I've had a lot of really low lows. I learned a lot faster what didn't work for me, and I learned that the hard way. And so I am here today to tell you guys my 5 top fat loss tips. My very first tip for you is, if you are new to this fitness journey and you've never embarked down this road before, this is it. Track your macros, track your calories. Now, I know that sounds so redundant and so repetitive, but I cannot stress enough how much your nutrition ties into where you're going to go with your diet, with your training, with your physique. However, if you're watching this video and you've been in the fitness industry, you've been on your fitness journey for a while now, then you probably have a pretty good handle on what does and doesn't work for your body. Kind of like me. Like I've talked about previously in other videos, there are months where I eat intuitively and I don't really track, or I'll track extremely lightly, and I say that very lightly. And then there's months like right now where I'm prepping for certain shoots, for certain things, certain events. And so I do dial in my nutrition a little bit more, have a little more of a handle and a tight grip on things just to get ready for those events. Tracking your macros basically allows you to have a set goal in mind, and by the end of the day, it's ensuring that you're hitting those goals or said goals to reach your fitness physique goals. And I'm so excited to share that I am partnering with Lifesum for this video to bring you guys a nutrition and wellness and health app that I truly believe in and truly love. This app is going to allow you to track your macros, track your nutrition, even track your workouts. Not only that, but they also include a lot of healthy recipes. With the Lifesum app, you literally just go on there, you take a quiz to find out what plan and what approach is going to be best for you and your fitness goals. After that, you start tracking your nutrition, you start tracking your calories, macros, whatever you want to call it. You can also track your workouts and your water intake, and then from there, they send you daily reminders, motivation to weigh in, to do this, to track your food, etc., etc. If you want to try this app out for yourself, which if you're a beginner, I highly recommend, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description box below. The second fat loss tip that I can give you is to incorporate cardio into your regimen. Doesn't have to be daily, but it needs to be incorporated to an extent, and to also do HIIT more so than LISS. What is HIIT? I've talked about this before. HIIT is high intensity interval training, and this is basically going to be short, intense bursts of energy expenditure followed with a typically 20 to 30 second rest period, and you are going to repeat that for 20-ish minutes, 15 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever your heart desires. And the beauty of HIIT training is that you don't have to do endless sessions of it. You don't have to spend 45 minutes doing HIIT training. You don't have to spend 45 minutes doing this or that. You can literally complete HIIT sessions in 15 to 20 minutes. Along with incorporating these into your regimen, you also need to stay consistent. You cannot do 1 or 2 HIIT sessions and expect it to bring drastic results. That's not how this works. You need to incorporate it into your weekly regimen. And I know there are people out there who think that cardio is the doer of all bad things, that cardio is going to ruin this about you, it's going to ruin that about you. And obviously anything is going to have pros and cons, but I can tell you right now that there are a lot of pros to incorporating cardio into your regimen. Do you need to spend 45 minutes on that treadmill? No. But should you incorporate 15-minute HIIT sessions every now and then? Absolutely. And because I know people are going to ask, Brittany, what cardio have you been doing lately? HIIT on the Stairmaster, sprints at the lake, at the park, wherever my heart desires and feels like running, and sprints on a spin bike in spin class. The third tip that I can give you guys is to not be scared and not be fearful of treat meals. Now, I know you're probably watching this video thinking, wait, why would I want to incorporate treat meals if I'm trying to lose weight? Give me a second. Treat meals, my friends, can actually replenish depleted glycogen stores. Not only that, but it can raise your leptin levels. Long story short, a treat meal can help replenish your hormone levels if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling tired, etc. Because when you're going through a calorie cut, or if you're trying to drop body fat and your calories are a little bit lower than your body is typically used to, these are normal feelings to have. You might feel fatigued, you might feel tired, you might feel depleted, you might not be lifting as heavy. A treat meal can reverse all of this. However, I do want to point out that a treat meal is not binging and going stir crazy on all this food. A treat meal should be eating until you're completely satisfied and then moving on. The next day, get right back on track. My clients get 1 treat meal a week, and that's just how it's always been. The fourth tip that I can give you guys is pay attention to your body. If you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling tired, if you're not recovering fast, if you're more sore than you normally typically would be, take a break, take another day off. It still boggles my mind that there are so many women out there who think that if you take a rest day, an extra rest day, that it's going to backtrack your progress. That's not the case at all. For example, when I'm in Connecticut with Nico, sometimes we do have days where we won't go to the gym, we won't do anything of that nature for 2 to 3 days. And honestly, I feel so much better after those 2 or 3 days off from the gym than I did typically with 1 rest day. Sometimes your body just needs that. Listening to your body is so important. An example of this, I typically recover within 48 hours pretty quickly. Just because, you know, nutrition and the supplements that I take, everything kind of ties in and helps me recover from each lift and each session. However, if I get to a point where my legs are still sore and I'm about to train them again, I honestly just push it back another day. There's no point in me trying to push through that soreness, in my opinion. And to be quite honest, it never ends up being a pretty lift anyways. Listen to your body, listen to what your gut's telling you to do, and if you need to take an extra rest day, then so be it. And the very last tip that I'm going to give you guys is a very simple one, but a very effective one. Don't feel like you are too good to do body weight exercises. Don't ditch them, don't throw them out the window, don't think that you only need to be lifting heavy. That's not the case at all. In my personal opinion, I feel like body weight exercises are heavily underutilized. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have been completely destroyed by glute bridges that are body weight, hip thrusts that are body weight, walking lunges, pull-ups, push-ups, jump squats, body weight squats, all of these things. Absolutely incorporate heavy lifts into your training regimen. That's a must. But don't be scared and don't stray away from all the simple, basic bodyweight moves too. Besides, it feels incredible being able to walk in the gym, pull your own body weight up, push your own body weight up, etc., etc. All in all, guys, losing body fat and dieting down to your physique goals all comes down to one thing, and that's being consistent with your diet, with your training, with your rest. I can't stress that enough. And I'm sure that you've heard that 100 times by now by not only me, but other fitness influencers as well. Consistency is key. If you guys want to see my full fitness journey on a video, it would be a really, really long one because I would sit down and just pour my heart and soul out to you guys about everything that I've experienced, the highs, the lows, all of that. Then give this video a thumbs up right now and I will get to work on that for you. As always, thank you so much for stopping in on my channel and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!